There are two types of coastal communities in South Florida. The ones that were engineered for luxury and the ones that grew into it. Harbor Beach is definitely in the second category. What is today one of Fort Lauderdale's most prestigious gated waterfront neighborhoods began as a quiet, isolated island, accessible only by boat and shaped by storms and settled long before the luxury homes of today ever lined its canals. This is Harbor Beach. I'm Bill Barrett with Luxury Home Consultants, and Harbor Beach holds a very unique place in Fort Lauderdale history. Before yachts, private docks, and multi-million-dollar waterfront estates, this land was originally controlled by one of the city's earliest and most influential pioneers, Captain William Valentine. He was Fort Lauderdale's first postmaster, and it was really a remote barrier island at that time, separated from the mainland and reachable only by water. Early access was later created by a small bridge near today's 15th Street until a major hurricane in the late 1920s wiped it out, once again isolating the island. What began as a quiet, little-known stretch of land has since evolved into one of the most desirable residential waterfront communities in Broward County. Harbor Beach's earliest years were defined by separation, not development. Surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean, the Intracoastal Waterway, and what would eventually become Port Everglades, this island sat quietly while Fort Lauderdale grew all around it. As maritime commerce expanded and Port Everglades was carved into one of the most important shipping channels in Florida's East Coast, Harbor Beach suddenly found itself in one of the most strategically positioned locations in South Florida. Deep water, protected canals, direct ocean access. Developers later recognized what early settlers already understood. This island was perfectly positioned for boating, tourism, and waterfront living. And so began its transformation into the luxury enclave it is today. Harbor Beach is now a security-patrolled, gated waterfront community comprised almost entirely of luxury single-family residences. What defines it today is the rare convergence of deep-water dockage, a private residence-only oceanfront beach club, security-patrolled streets, immediate access to Port Everglades and the open Atlantic, and proximity to the heart of Fort Lauderdale and the downtown Las Olas area. This is not a manufactured lifestyle community. This is a historic island that evolved into one. Homes in Harbor Beach range from classic Fort Lauderdale estates to newly constructed ultra-modern waterfront residences. Value is driven primarily by the following: water frontage and canal width, dockage capacity and yacht accommodations, proximity to the intracoastal and inlet, and new construction versus legacy homes, privacy buffers, and interior positioning. Many buyers come to Harbor Beach specifically to build or reimagine properties, blending old guard prestige with modern design. Harbor Beach's location next to Port Everglades is not an accident, and for many residents, it's a major advantage. With direct access to one of Florida's deepest and best maintained shipping channels, serious offshore fishermen and yacht owners enjoy some of the fastest access to open water anywhere in Broward County. This means less time in canals and more time on the open water. Whether it's tournament fishing, cruising to the Bahamas, or docking mega yachts, Harbor Beach is uniquely positioned for the maritime lifestyle buyer. Just next to Harbor Beach is one of Fort Lauderdale's most iconic waterfront landmarks, Pier 66. Now completely reimagined and rebuilt as a world-class marina, hospitality, and yachting destination, Pier 66 has ushered in a new era of prestige, dining, and international marina activity directly next door. For Harbor Beach residents, this means immediate proximity to a luxury super yacht marina, waterfront restaurants and lounges, international boating services, and one of the city's most significant waterfront reinvestments. It further cements Harbor Beach's position at the intersection of history and modern coastal luxury. Harbor Beach consistently attracts yacht owners and offshore fishermen, relocating executives, second home coastal buyers, families looking for a legacy property, and luxury investors seeking stable waterfront positioning. Inventory remains limited. Waterfront homes with strong canal placement and modern finishes move very quickly in this market. Harbor Beach is not trendy, it is established, and that distinction matters. I'm Bill Barrett with Luxury Home Consultants, specializing in exclusive buyer representation throughout Fort Lauderdale and South Florida's most important waterfront communities. If Harbor Beach is on your radar, and it should be, I'd be happy to help you understand its streets, its canals, its history, and the opportunities that exist for buyers like yourself today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next community.